everybody, I Love a Mac here, and welcome to basically the first ever proper video on my channel. And this video couldn't be better because I am releasing, or not releasing, I am putting on YouTube a kind of tutorial to my very own Bukkit plugin. Now, Bukkit plugins, you add it to Minecraft servers and it expands the capabilities of like in-game commands and stuff like that. Anyway, what my plugin does, my plugin is called blocks to commands, and it allows any command to be assigned to a block, and then when the block is right-clicked, the command is executed. So let me quickly show you an example here. So it could literally be any block. Like I could use this glass block for example, but I decided to use like chests, and an ender chest and two regular chests. So when I right click this chest, I'll get diamonds. Pretty cool, right? And also I won't be able to break the chest while it's defined. Okay, I'll show you how to set all of this up in a second. But yeah, that's how that works. You won't be able to break it once it's defined. You can obviously remove it. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but let me quickly show you the other two. These are quite cool as well. Now, my plugin does have variables, meaning the commands that are executed can differ depending on which player executes the command. So if I right click this, the command will actually get my coordinates and place lava directly underneath me. So let's say I stand here, the lava will always be underneath me like that. And if you're wondering why the lava is not flowing, that's because it needs to be updated. So yeah, just needs to be updated. And this block over here, you can get the player's coordinates, but you can also get the block's coordinates. So if I right click this block, it will turn to stone. Yeah, and you won't be able to break it. You might say, well, how do I change the block back if I did something like that? A simple-ish method is to like do something like this, and then just grab another chest, place it there, and it's back to normal. So yeah, also I've added vault support to my plugin. So there is you can use economy, as you can assign, you can give costs for right clicking the blocks and being able to run the commands. Okay, so let me quickly show you, before we get into that, let me show you how to create one of these and then how to set them up. So let's use pumpkin. Let's use a pumpkin. And we'll place the pump. You can't place pumpkins on glass? Damn. Okay, we'll get a piece of stone. Okay, so we'll use this pumpkin. And the main command for the plugin is btc blocks to commands, and it will say invalid arguments, but it also gives you a list of all of the commands that can be run. Now, all of the permissions for the plugin are configurable in the config.yml. So let me quickly so you can just look up the permissions on the plugin page, or just look in the config file. But anyway, if we do /btc and we'll give this a name, we'll call it just P for pumpkin. We'll say create run from console. This is a true false value. Should the command be run from console, or should the command be executed by the player himself or herself? So we'll say true. You know what? Let's do false. And the command, we'll do the help command. So okay, now it gives you some information of what you've just done. Okay, so if we right click this, it will now show the help command, the help page. And to remove this block, you can simply shift and break it, or you can do /btc and the name, we called it p remove, and it will remove the block, which is pretty cool. we can also, let me show you how the economy works. So let's say we have this one. I'm not sure what I named it, so we'll do BTC list. Oh yeah, okay, it's called diamond. So that's the 3 blocks that's been assigned. So we'll do slash BTC to see the commands, and we'll do BTC and we'll do diamond, and we'll say cost and add, and let's say it's gonna cost 1,000 units or dollars, whatever, to run this command. So we'll do that, and it will say I don't have enough funds, so we'll do slash eco give admin, I'll have a Mac, give one, let's do 2,000. Okay, that player does not exist. Well, how does how? Okay, I thought so. 2,000, we said. Okay, so now I have $2,000, and if I'll do slash bal, I see my balance is $2,000, and if I right click this, it will say $1,000 was deducted from your account. Okay, and if we right click it again, we'll get another diamond, but if we right click it one more time, it says you do not have enough funds, and if we do slash bal, you'll see our balance is 0. So also to change the cost of this, we could just do let's do $0.5 for a diamond. So let's quickly give myself some more money, and you'll see it will be able to do this basically forever. So that's how that works. We want to remove it. We'll just say cost remove, and just like that, now it can be executed without having money in your account, which is nice. So anyway, that's basically it for this plugin. It seems really basic, but you can do some really complex stuff with this. I'll be right back with you, and I'll quickly show you the config files, because the plugin is really configurable, and you can also change if you want the block to be able to be shift clicked to be removed, or if you want to disable that feature entirely. Oh yeah, and there's also a BTC reload command, and that reloads the configs. However, if you delete the configs and you do this command, the plugin will attempt to reload the configs, and it will say it was successful, but really it's just loaded nothing. So if you try any commands or something like that, the plugin will break. So don't delete the config and then do the reload command. Doesn't work. So yeah, the configs have been reloaded. So I'll be right back, and I'll show you the config.yml. Okay, so I'm back. Let me just quickly snap this here, and we'll snap this over here. So this is the let's just close this. This is how the config will look. You will have a blocks.yml, and that's just where the blocks are stored. You don't really need to mess with any of that. Here's the config.yml, and the config.yml looks like this. And in here you'll see the current version, which is incorrect. And here are all the permissions. Now you can change all of these permissions, can be changed right here, and it will be correct in the plugin. So here are all the permissions, and you can change them if you don't like how they look or whatever. Here are some messages. So yeah, that's messages you can configure. Here's the currency. What currency are you using? Are you using dollars, or do you have like a special currency, like I don't know. Do you have like a special currency? You put it in there. Make sure it's plural, otherwise the sentence will sound a little funny. Here's the shift click remove option. So if you set this to false, you won't be able to shift remove some stuff. So let's do false. Okay, and we'll save, and let me quickly get this back up here. Sorry, just gotta log in. So now, if we do the reload command, BTC reload, and we shift remove, it will say the block can't be broken by hand, change this in config.yml. However, if I'm deopt, it will say I don't have permission to remove this block. So yeah, it won't show that message, and it will just be like that. However, if I am opt, which I need to do in the console, it shows that message, and it makes like the error sound that I call it, the breaking anvil or something like that. So yeah, that's basically it. This is the config.yml. As you can see, you can configure. I still have to add some messages that can be configured, but like basically everything you need is in there at the moment. And if you look at the blocks.yml, you'll see here's the cost. You can edit all of this in the config as well. So if we set this to like 100 and we reload the config, it will correspond. Also, here are variables. I almost forgot about this. As you can see, the plugin, they are variables. So yeah, this is how a variable looks for names and everything. You can see, you can get a list of all the variables on my plugin page on Spigot. But yeah, that's basically how that looks. So let me quickly show you now that we've changed that cost. So if we do / reload again, and we right click this, it will say $100 was deducted from your account. So yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. It was I'm really proud of myself for being able, this is my first Bukkit plugin, and I think it's actually kind of useful. But anyways, thanks for watching guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Go download my plugin, it's in the description down below. And anyways guys, thanks for watching, and we'll possibly see you sometime in the future. Bye bye.